How airports can use Google Communities. So, do you know the Google Plus Communities over here, Google Communities? This is, this is Google's answer to LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, but these are communities. And they have all sorts of them. And you can search for them over here. So you like cooking, you can type in cooking, and you can see what's interesting about these is you can see how many members there are and how many posts there are. And so that, just because there's a lot of members doesn't necessarily mean that there's a lot of engagement. So it's kind of cool that it shows you those two comparisons. So like this one, 9 members, no posts. Not even the owner of the group made a post. So that's kind of interesting. And I started to think, well, how can an airport use these? And I thought it might be something interesting to consider potentially creating a community for your most loyal passengers. And so this is how you create a community. There are 2 kinds. There are public and private. So public, you can call it here, and then it says, do people need to join? No, anyone can join, and yes, a moderator needs to approve. And then private is, can people search for your community? No, hide it from searches. So here, hold on. Get my face out of the way. So here, no, hide it from searches, or yes, people can find it and ask to join. In all honesty, I don't know what the difference between, well, I guess I could make an assumption. Yes, a private group that you ask to join versus a public group that you ask to join. I am imagining that the content is public in a public group. But, so, and let me see. So you can see here, perfect, look at there. So you can create one of 4 types. So public, anyone can join. You can see who can see the members and posts, who can find the community search. So public, moderator approved. Anyone can request to join, but moderators need to approve. Who can see members and posts? Everyone. And who can find the posts? Everyone. So there you can see this is kind of an interesting, this is a pretty decent diagram. I'll put a link to it. But yeah, I thought this could be kind of a cool little perk for maybe business travelers. But I think like the people that come to your airport most, you could give them incentives or inside information that they might not have otherwise. And, you can decide on what kind of community you want to offer there. I would think that if it was a, you probably would want a members only group. But would you want other people to see the conversations? I don't know. I kind of think it would be more exclusive if they couldn't see the content. In that case, you would do private, but you could have you could have this. Yes, people can find it and ask to join, but then as a private group, they wouldn't see the content. So there is that. I've joined a couple groups here. And you can see here, it's, it looks like a group. You can add pictures, you can upload videos, add an event. That's kind of cool. So, their event option is built in there. The other thing that's fairly interesting, I think, is you can start a new hangout within the group itself. So that is kind of cool. Another thing that I also like is when you go back to your Google Plus homepage, you can designate conversations just for your groups. So here, these down on the bottom here, these 2 groups are the groups that I've joined, and so that is kind of cool. So why would you use this over a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group? I think that one of the reasons is the interface is a little fresher. You are probably going to find as a moderator, you're going to have different kinds of controls and that sort of thing. But I've done some comparisons and contrasts of Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups in the past. Before Google Communities, so and I found that it's kind of a preference thing. But what I thought I would do is I would create an airport marketers group and allow you to kind of play around with it and brainstorm in here. And I think that's the best solution is to try this group. Try Google Communities. If you have experience using LinkedIn communities and LinkedIn groups and Facebook groups, you should be able to compare and contrast what is easier and what maybe suits your needs better. So I'm going to create that group, and maybe I'll invite you, or maybe I'll just put the link, or maybe a mixture of both, and we can try it together. That's all you can do in the world today is try these new technologies. They are just coming wave after wave after wave. And we as marketers need to, keep up on that. So there you go. I think maybe, just maybe, Google Communities could be very cool. A nice, cool perk for your most loyal passengers. All right, everybody, I'm Sage Lewis, the web marketing video guy, and happy marketing.